Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sean with Fool for Augusta. Today I'll be talking about Sconyer's barbecue in Augusta. Let's see, I'll get you the phone number address real quick. So that's online www.sconyersbar-b-que.com. That's sconyersbarbecue.com with dashes between bar B and Q. That's 2250 Sconyers Way, Augusta, Georgia 30906. Phone number is 706-790-5411. So this is Sconyers in Augusta, Georgia, and it's right off of 520 actually. It's pretty far south in Augusta. But let's actually get to the most important part. Let's talk about the food then. Um, so I've been in Augusta for a little while, and I've heard of them. I haven't really been able to go. Part of the reason being that they're only open a few days a week. Actually, it's I think Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I finally was over in the area and thought to myself, you know what, this would be a perfect time to stop over and try it. And yeah, I enjoyed my experience overall. Yeah, it was quite nice. I did two sandwiches and a side. I did one chipped pork, so like pulled pork, and another was chopped brisket on the sandwich. I did a hot sauce and a regular barbecue sauce to try. Hot barbecue sauce, not hot sauce. And I also did the potato salad. And both sandwiches I very much liked. I thought you definitely got the meat taste coming through. It wasn't bland or dry. Like there wasn't. You could taste the pork and you could taste the beef, which was nice. Um, and they weren't dry. They were still pretty moist, and they actually were pretty substantially well sized. Like they actually had a nice portion. It wasn't lacking. The bun didn't really have anything special going on. It was fine, but it wasn't toasted, it wasn't sauced, it wasn't buttered. There wasn't anything really special going on. It wasn't homemade from what I could tell. It just seemed like a normal bun. Um, the brisket had a couple of fattier bites to them, but I thought that everything was tender and it kind of fell off, like fell apart in your mouth, which was really nice. I certainly enjoyed that one. The pulled pork, I like the flavor as well. There was only one bite where I kind of came across something. I'm not sure if it was like a hard piece of like cartilage or bone, but I definitely caught something in one bite, which I didn't really enjoy. But overall, the flavors I really liked. As for the two sauces, I liked them both. They were definitely a bit they flow a bit more. They weren't quite as viscous as maybe some of the store bought barbecue sauces that you'll come across. But I thought they were both very flavorful and tasty. As for the hot one, if you like hot stuff, I think it's great. I think it's super flavorful. I think you'll really enjoy it. If you're not sure, it might be worth trying a bite rather than filling your whole sandwich with it on the first go round. So that's kind of the meats for the sandwiches. They've got all sorts of different options. You can just go straight for the meats. That's kind of my go-to. I like a pulled pork sandwich usually when I go somewhere, and the brisket looked like something that was worth trying as well. The potato salad, I was really surprised. I'm not a huge potato salad guy, but I very much enjoyed their salad. It had some good flavor to it. Definitely a little bit of a spice to it. I think they might have had some peppers or something mixed in, but it had a good consistency. It wasn't overly filled with mayo or anything like that. Yeah, I really liked it. I would definitely have it again, and I would use it again in other dishes. It was great with the meats. It was good by itself. I would even be willing to try it in something else like a gumbo or something like that. Certain parts of Louisiana, they'll in a gumbo rather than rice they'll use like a potato salad, and I could definitely see this being a good addition even if you don't want say barbecue that day to pick some up and take it home with you. I thought it was a great side dish, so I was very impressed. I'll have to try some more side dishes from them in the future and see what kind of options they have. um, I can't really speak too much to the decor. I did drive through, and what I saw I liked. I thought it had nice theming, kind of old barn style, but everything seemed well kept from the exterior and the grounds to the place itself. But I wasn't inside. I wasn't looking at the dining setup, and I wasn't looking at any of the other like the bathrooms or the amenities or anything along those lines. I couldn't really tell you about the volume. I got there first thing in the morning. Whenever they opened, just because I was in the area. So yeah, I would say that that went pretty well. The people working there were very pleasant. They were knowledgeable of the menu. I could ask them questions. and the speed was pretty good as well. No issues there. They do have a big parking lot all to themselves. They're also kind of on their own street in between a shopping center and one of the main drags in town. And so let's say they run out of parking, which I don't think that they would, but you could probably just park on the street. I would assume that would be okay. So I shouldn't think there would be any issues there. I did check on the website, and I believe it said that they have hundreds of seats actually within the restaurant itself. So I don't think you should really have too much of trouble, and the wait should never be too much of an issue. Um, so let's see, as far as other things to address, the website, they do have a website. You can find it relatively easily on the various search engines. And their website, it's a little bit old school, a little bit tacky, but it's super functional. Like they have the links over on the side for the different menus and the options, and they have all the prices on there, which is super useful. I never like when a restaurant doesn't do menu pricing. It's a little bit more expensive than I maybe would want, so I might not do it on a super regular basis, but I very much enjoyed my experience there, and I'll definitely go back at some point in the future, and I'm happy to point people in that direction as far as being a nice barbecue place in Augusta. The one thing that I will point out about the page is that they have like a jingle that plays as soon as you open the web page. It's pretty loud and pretty obnoxious. As soon as you start on though, you can pause that. You'll see it. It's at the very top. You'll notice. But otherwise, yeah, I liked the food. I liked the area as far as like what I was looking at from the outside. And yeah, I think you'll have a good experience if you try Sconyer's barbecue in Augusta, Georgia. So I do recommend it. Once again, this is Sean from Fool for Augusta. Yeah, and I hope you're able to go and enjoy some barbecue and some other restaurants in Augusta. Bye.